Good evening, Patriots, and welcome to the Q Lounge Live. Hi, I'm your host, Shady Groove, joined by my co-host, IntheMatrixxx. This is the IntheMatrixxx YouTube channel. It is just after 7 p.m. on the West Coast. It is Friday night. Anons are jumping. How's everybody doing? What a week of winning. Just keeps on going. You can't stop it. You guys have literally almost completely broken the mainstream media. There's almost none of it left out there. The credibility has been ruined. You guys aren't believing it. You're not taking it in. You're not taking it personal. You're understanding the comms. You're realizing that this is bigger than anyone can imagine. This is the American Revolution 2.0. You guys are a part of it. We are all doing this together, systematically breaking down a system of enslavement for thousands of years right now, everyone. I want you to realize the massive implications that this has. What you guys are doing is amazing, and keep it up out there. I want you to know that if you are new to Q, you are welcome here. This is an amazing group of moderators. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them. We're going to be providing sauce for some of the stuff that we're talking about. The sauce or the source. The mods out here are just a stellar group who are here to help and kindly direct you in the right direction, if you will. They have lots and lots of hours of time in this information, and we are all bringing the message of unity among the Anon world into the mainstream. We have been very active this week, Matrix and I. We were actually just on the Midnight to Caravan, or Caravan to Midnight with John B. Wells just the other day. They had that replay on YouTube. And we also had Tiffany Fitzhenry on here on Wednesday. She really enjoyed you guys, really enjoyed being here, and wants to do this more. So I'm hoping that everybody out there really wants to hear more from her, because we really just started scratching the surface. Hey, Matrix, why don't you say hey to everybody, bud?
Hey, everybody. Hello, YouTube. I was just hanging out in the chat saying hello to everybody. There's some great Anons out there, Patriots, and wow, yes, Shady, it was an amazing week. It's a beautiful day today. Lots have been happening. There's some things that we'll talk about a little bit later. But all in all, man, I'm really encouraged by the support and love from every single one of you out there in YouTube. Lots of Twitter peeps out there having my back. I love you so much, guys.
And I want to reiterate that and say thank you so much. You, most of you here have probably been seeing what has happened over the last week. I want you to know that we are strong. They will not silence us. This is an attempt to silence us. This is an attempt to redirect our information. I think that most of the Anons I see out there are understanding of that, and I appreciate all of your support and you guys being with us. It is there's nothing that showcases a beautiful thing faster than people unfairly attacking and other QArmy folks falling right into line. This whole adventure, the Q movement, the Anon movement, the information that we've collected, all of this is seamlessly coming together, Matrix. We're seeing it in real time. It has created a foundation. We did create a web of trust. We did create an environment to breed more trust, an environment to breed unity, an environment to say, hey, we are Americans. We disagree civilly. That is what we do. We are supposed to disagree civilly, and you are seeing an out-of-control bunch out there who, look at the stories this week, the BuzzFeed story, division. Look at the Catholic school children, that story, division. You've got mainstream adult media personalities attacking the kids and saying that the kids did something wrong, and not defending the kids. I thought we were defending the kids. Matrix isn't every Democrat talking point for the last how many years. It's all about the kids. But look how this has turned on its head. They didn't jump in and defend the kids, much like they don't really care to defend women who support Trump. Very interesting. Right up front, right on show for you all to see. Yeah. That's part of how we're breaking this. The way we break the media is we destroy their credibility. The way we destroy their credibility is to spread the truth among Anons and give you guys the opportunity to get out there and dig for yourselves. look at the story. Look at what's happening. Look at what you're seeing. Look at the real time stuff that we saw this morning with Roger Stone, and they sent 30 FBI agents in SWAT gear at 6 a.m. with CNN on the scene in real time within 15 minutes of him being arrested at his home. CNN is airing the live footage from his yard, Matrix. I mean, that happened today.
Shady, I saw a tweet, 29 officers and 17 cars stormed Roger Stone. 17 and storm was pretty interesting to me. Did you see that, Shady?
I saw that.
I love it.
And we're no, really, you know, we're not. I'm not a big. I'm not going to sit here and be a defender of Roger Stone, but the optics are unparalleled. I mean, we have, you know, Cheryl Mills, we have Susan Rice, James Clapper. All these people have sat there and lied to the FBI, to the congressional committees. They've lied. We know they lied. But, you know, Roger Stone deserves a 6 a.m. raid that's broadcast live on CNN, pretty much. I mean, that is...
Yeah, they had the CNN with the cops. The lawyers didn't even know. I mean, it was kind of funny, man. But, you know, I'm not sure what is going on with that. You know, I'm kind of, you know, I know Corsi was on... Corsi was he on Tucker or something like that? But, you know, there's that Q post talking about Corsi when, you know, what if we can tie him to foreign intelligence agencies? So let's see what happens, man. Jury's out yet right now for me on Stone, and because Stone was pointed to by Q, saying, hey, you know, with Jordan Sather, how they handled Sather. So I'm just jury's out on those guys. Let's watch the movie, get your popcorn, and let's see what happens.
Well, I mean, it does look like it definitely looks like a movie whenever you have CNN on the scene in real time. I think maybe they should get a YouTube live channel.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So
and go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just getting ready to say that we have a lot of stuff that we want to get into with you guys, and we want to discuss, but I ran across this amazing video today of Madison Rising, and I wanted to just hang out for a few minutes, and we want to listen to this with you guys, and just all of us together. Like I always say, this is we come together. This is a group discussion. The folks in the chat,
we're on the couch.
That's right. The folks in the chat are just as important as we are, and we're bringing everyone to the discussion. But I want to play this because it really inspired me today, and it would be a good sentiment for all of us here together to just sit back and enjoy this for a minute, and then we'll be right back here.
Sit back and let's see some positivity. Play it, Shady. That's awesome, guys. Let's see this.
Can you see my we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, just that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
Madison Rising doing the Star Spangled Banner. That strength I wanted to show. I wanted to play this for one reason only, because that was the strength I saw in you and everyone around us this week on the appearances that we did at the few times that we've been on the air already. You guys coming around us, supporting us, helping other people out there on Twitter. We're watching you. We're seeing it happen. We're seeing you be patient with people. We're seeing you be kind to people. We're seeing you be direct to people that are saying things that are untrue. That is who we are. That is what the new media is going to bring to all of us, is that unity of message, and that message being we are here together, we are here with each other, and this is not a fight just for your president. This is a fight for you. This is a clear designed attack on what we hold to be true, and they are showing their cards by the stories that they're projecting. They're telling you our democracy is in trouble. Yeah, your BS democracy that's super implanted on my republic is in serious trouble right now. And that is what I want you to know, that they are communicating with you, and they are on some level telling you the truth, because their way is in jeopardy because of you. Their way is in jeopardy. That's the message. That's what unity is, and that's the fabric that I feel we've created here. And it's going to get stronger real soon, because we're really close to having a place, guys, where we're all going to start to communicate with the world from the inside out, so people can see you, so people can see this movement, so people can understand what it is we're talking about here.
Yeah, and we are the brave, and I am the brave, and I am Jeffrey Peterson. Damn glad to meet you guys. I've been doxxed this week, and I'm not afraid. Jeffrey Peterson from Palm City, Florida. Damn glad to meet you guys. I run the IntheMatrixxx Twitter feed, and soon we're going to have the website tomorrow. We're going to give you a little bit of a peek on that a little bit later, but I'm glad to meet you guys. And now with me being forced to be doxxed, I knew it was going to come out sometime, but I am here for you, for us, for our voice, and I will continue. Shady and I will continue. They want to stop us talking, and I'm going to go through this thread when you're ready, Shady, but nice to meet you guys. Thank you. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for my kids, and I'm going to fight to get this country back. This song just energized me so much, and they can't even spell my name right when they're making memes. I mean, these people are fools, but I'm going to go through a few little things here, and this is going to allow us to come together, Shady.
You go ahead. It's on your screen now, and they can see you. And
okay.
Thank you for stepping into a position that I know isn't the easiest thing for you to do. But we had we had people who decided that your anonymous headline was not your privilege any longer. They decided to take that away from you. They've stolen that from you, and so we are going to replace that with some serious strength, guys. We are not going to be silenced. They will not deter us, and we will be here for not necessarily you, but for the people that you're able to bring to the conversation in the future. This is who we are looking to talk to. I understand the Anon world. I understand that we have this this communication, but we have to show it to everyone else. There's millions and millions and millions of people out there that want to see and hear you, but cannot and do not understand the message. That is where we're coming from, and a very big week to show us who was on our team and who was not on our team. And you guys out there, you know who we are, and you know who the shills are.
Yes. Absolutely. And just want to let you know that I really got a really cool comment too. It was a comment that came to me today, and it said, if you let them win, it will haunt you forever. That interview made you two the mainstream face of the movement. Did you think they were just going to let that happen without trying to discredit you? Remember the first rule of the elite's code of ethics, telegraph. This is a tactic that they've been using for thousands of years. And, they use the red shoes. So I want to just talk to you guys about that real quick. I do have a family foundation. You can Google me, find me. I'm there now. I'm here for you. And I'm here for my country and my president and Q and the Anons and the Patriots. And I did this thing in 2016 called A Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. And it was to support a local women's shelter. And we raised $5,000. And it's actually an annual national event, too. So I raised $5,000 for safe space here in my local county, where battered women that are getting beat up and hurt by their husbands and their boyfriends or whatever it is, to have a safe place to go. So if that's what they've got on me, and that was in 2016, by the way, before I knew about Q. And also, guys, in my Payseur thread that we did the Payseur thread. It's not just pedophiles, the red shoes. It was a symbol of the elites in the 1700s in France. Okay, it wasn't just pedophilia, and that's what people need to realize. And here I am, guys. I mean, if that's what they've got on me, I don't worship Moloch. I don't, the stuff that they've been throwing on me is absolutely insane, but I rebuke it, and I'm here for you. I love my God, I love my country, and I love all you guys. And Shady, I even love you, believe it or not.
Well, you show it every day.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I appreciate your bravery tonight to stand here. And the attacks have been absolutely disgusting. The attacks have been from people who were part of our team. They're part of our group. They were infiltrated. They were infiltrators. They attempted to silence us and to take us down. And then they made the misstep of taking stuff out of context. They took new posts out of context. They took photos of your family out of context. They doctored these memes. They're currently still out there spreading them around that are doctored up. They're calling the... I want to talk to this point real quick before I let you get you back to you here. But the last week, a person contacted us with this flag design and designed a flag around what was in his mind. He's like, "Look, I designed a Q flag." He showed it to us. We both were like, "Oh wow, that's great." So we decided, hey, let's give them a little bit of a platform. Let's put this up and see if we can sell some flags for this great patriot. Well, now they've taken people with bigger names out there. I'm not calling them out. They know who they are. Have taken this to mean, oh, well, because the colors of the flag are some Antifa colors. Okay? And saying calling us Antifa fronts with doctored flags and saying that we're patriots because we support someone who has a vision and who wants to do something to let other people know. What's a flag going to do other than get someone to ask you, why do you have a Q flag? What does WW1 WGA mean? What do you think the brilliance of a t-shirt or a hat or a bumper sticker, why is that important? Because people see it and people know. Early on in the movement, people were going into the Best Buy, putting the devices on Q proofs, things like that, leaving cards laying around that say Q on them. What are we going to do if we don't interfere into that or interject ourselves into that conversation with people attacking us on the backside? It makes us more steadfast. It makes others look like the idiots that they are. We have allowed them to be idiots. We have not directly attacked them, but we have taken care of business. Like business should be taken care of whenever people are doing illegal things. That's all I'm going to say about it. But I want to to just stress how like you really just don't know how much support you have until something like this happens. And I was overwhelmed with love and beauty and honesty and truthfulness, and people weren't mad at me. They were asking me appropriate questions about the stuff going on out there. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for people having an open mind and being logical about what they were seeing, because the stuff that was being put out by bigger accounts was really disgusting and really out of line.
Oh, well, they have no power now, Shady. And while you're checking your DM, I'm going to go ahead and do the next one here. The next post here is, they don't want me talking. And you too, Shady, us, right? Thank you for that comment, and on the one above. Here's the link to the interview with John B. Wells at Caravan to Midnight. The reach of this is approximately 500,000. And here's the thread with it. And I'm going to be louder. And the next thing is we found out that this is an organized attack, and it was people that kept saying P is Pindar. Well, Q has posted that. Here's Q post 1970. Hey, Q, does P equal Payseur? So that's what P means right now. Yes, it could mean some other things too, but I realized that this is actually a deep state psyop. It's called Operation Patriot, and it's the JFK Jr. people and the Pindar people. This is why they're attacking us. They don't want this Payseur to get out. Okay, this is the bloodline that the CIA is protecting. This is why our stream is getting messed with a little bit tonight. This is why I am being attacked heavily. Shady as well, and our fellow patriots that have stuck up for me. So I want to just let you guys know that I, Jeffrey Peterson, the runner of the person that runs the IntheMatrixxx account, I'm not going to back down. I'm going to get louder. These people are making fools of themselves. I rebuke them, and I know my God does too. So I'm here for God and country now. I'm all in. And I'm only going to get louder. I'm going to get louder with you guys, and I'm going to be a good steward. We, Shady and I, are going to be a good steward. It was funny. One of the attackers posted behind this storm is upon us. Nothing wrong with Patreon donations for Anon's doing good work. Sponsors on podcasts are selling swag. As a personal choice, he decided not to monetize his platform for books, YouTube revenue, paid collaborations until we end the Fed are on the gold standard, and the Republic is debt free, and that's a great choice, Joe, and wonderful. I, however, am doxxed now. I work in the technology industry, and it's going to be a little bit harder for me to get a job right now, and I'm going to go full bore into citizen journalism. And so I wanted to thank Storm is upon us. Remember, to donate is a freedom. It's a freedom of choice. If somebody says that you can't, if I want to donate to you or buy you dinner or buy you a soda or buy you coffee or buy you a drink, it's my choice to do that. It's my freedom to do that. It is not a requirement, and all the information will always be free. We've been under heavy attacks, so should you want to help us fight back, we've got patreon.com IntheMatrixxx with 3 X's, and would love to see some support if possible. And we're going to show you what we got in plan for you guys too. It's not just, to make money off Q. It's to invest money into Q, and they're a big difference. So at For All Soul Kind, she's amazing, by the way, Michelle. Give her a follow at For All Soul SOUL Kind. She reminds us of what FUD is, and all for a LARP. So FUD, she has this GIF. It's pretty good, and it's beware of people. Beware those people who peddle fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's FUD. And that's a big tactic with companies right now. Like if, one tech company is competing with another one, they're going to go out and, do FUD and tell them, that their crap is crap and our crap is better. So our stuff sucks less, basically. So beware of those people who peddle fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They're con men. And I warned you about gunnyism, MAGA, QAnon. So thank you for that, Michelle. I really loved that. So I kind of included that into my thread here. Just going down, almost done here, guys. It's not very long, but it's something that I wanted to, as me coming out as Jeffrey Peterson, who runs the Matrix account. Nice to meet you all, Patriots. Give me a 1 for a hello and for your support, if you would. A donate is freedom, right? So it's a freedom of choice. It's not a requirement, and all information will always be free. I have a PayPal if you do not like Patreon, Shady and I. So it's paypal.me/IntheMatrixxx. I want to also bring up Q Post 1366. Q Post 1366 is, I don't think it would be fair to say that a journalist can't make money when covering Q. But that's the difference. A journalist covering Q isn't necessarily usurping Q. The Patriots in question were trying to usurp Q. And this video explains what happened very well. And it certainly cleared my head about it all. So that is a Q Post 1366. We also have Super Chat here enabled. Should you want to donate, it's free. Joan says, we are united. We love you. Thank you. Love you too. InfoWars Bear, damn, the tech wizards are attacking your stream. Try restarting the stream. Well, we'll see what happens. Matthew, 1776. Thank you, Matthew. And Marsha, appreciate you. Love you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing a couple people talking about that the stream is solid on my end. So whatever's going on with the stream is being suppressed by YouTube because we are pushing at 110% here.
Right. And then I love this one too. This was actually on the Chan boards today. So this is the Chan board saying that we're the boom, Anons are the media. Well, if the Anons are the media, they got to get out and talk about it. And that's what Shady and I have been doing. We're out and talking. Look at all those ones, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. This is amazing. And I'm a little like really serious right now. This is, normally I'm uppity and I'll be uppity again, but I'm here for you guys. God bless you, Warrior B. I don't want to say the rest, but I love the name. So boom, Anons are the media. And, we've got this YouTube channel. Okay. We've got, follow Shady Groove at Shady Groove with 3 O's and at IntheMatrixxx with 3 X's, and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Thank you very much for everything that you guys are doing. I'm going to be here for you guys. I'm going to be here for you. Shady's going to be here for you. It really hit me, Shady, when I read that email, and it's like, you guys are going to be the face of this movement. I mean, whew, that's heavy.
It is heavy.
I don't, and I don't know if, I don't know. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. We're going to do this. And the John B. Wells stream yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. So this all happened after we hit IRL radio. That was like 7 or 8 states, or IRL Productions. That's on YouTube. Go ahead and give them a follow. Then also they were Rudy Land too. They're awesome as well. L9, Rudy Land, Patriots United, QArmy. I love you all. There's many more that I love too. But I wanted to just let you guys know that we're here, man. And this is some serious stuff. And I'm Jeff Peterson, owner of the IntheMatrixxx account. I'm not selling it. P is not Peterson. P is not Pindar. P is not Patriot. P is Patriot, spelled the right way. And I'm a patriot for you, for me, and for my daughter. And look at this, guys. Thank you. I mean, thank you so much. I appreciate it. TJ Q sent me, God bless. Proud to have you on our side. We need more loud and proud patriots like IntheMatrixxx and Shady. I'll just put Shady. I will send more don't worry. If it's not your time to give, it's not your time to give. Good to meet you, JP, Susan Miller, 1111. God bless you and your family. Thank you, Warrior. Joan, thank you. We are united. We love you. I love you. Keep up the good work, Janice. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't keep up with you guys. Thank you. Shady, this is amazing. And what's up with Saint Anon? Well, he's from Canada, and he had complete and utter trash. When he showed a Patreon of a different Q person. He lied. So let me just tell you real quick. This is an organized operation. These are the same people that actually went after Kate Maz, first 5D. The one that actually saved our president and interrupted with an attack. And same people, Dixie Doodle, Policy, but whoever, it doesn't matter. I don't really want to name names, but there's many. And then other maybe casualties of war are following and helping them. This is OpFUQ. This is something that a lot of these bots and people are not people who you think they are. So
maybe just go in. It's good. Just go into just a minute to explain what the operation is and how they gathered all our information, and we're using that to kind of try to corral Q accounts and keep people separated and stuff.
Okay, will do. I'm actually going to cruise down if my stuff loads here real quick. I will get the tweet because it's actually the Aaron Gallagher method, and the
Right.
Aaron Gallagher method was devised by Aaron Gallagher. It was a bunch of data mining collection, and they went around and they tried to figure out who the hubs were on Twitter tweeting about QAnon. And this was even back in May when this was actually put up there. So this was started in May, and there's also, if you Google OpQ and do what is it, OpQ, and then yeah, I guess it's a search. You do a search and you'll find their script documents. I actually found them, and they were going to use OpQ. I mean, look at this stuff. This is what they're saying about my stuff. She's telling me that I'm a CIA pedo. She sent around pics for others to send out of you wearing red shoes. And we just went over the red shoes, okay? And I'm part of a cabal killing children for their skin in the red shoes, okay? This is what people are saying about me, okay? So I hope you guys understand that these people are absolutely insane. And they don't want us speaking out. But you know what? We're going to be speaking out because real patriots don't dox children. Real patriots protect children. Real patriots love children. Real patriots want unity. Real patriots build each other up. Real patriots don't destroy. Real patriots don't corrupt. Real patriots have each other's back. Just saying at RDJCA4. What a great comment. And I also wanted to let everybody know that I'm not part of a charter that War Drummer has attached me to. I was a guest on his show. And he got us out of the echo chamber, and I will always have much respect for War Drummer on that. But I did say no to his charter, that's basically it. Let me just
maybe I'll say real quick the what he's referencing there. The charter from War Drummer was a couple of sentences where War Drummer was suggesting that any person who's creating content for YouTube or for the web to promise to not be direct first and speak to someone who is being a problem, which isn't it's not a wrong idea, but it does not require a charter. We all act with respect of each other, and we all act in respect of our message, and we all act in respect to who we are supposed to be. And those who do not do that, they out themselves. You've witnessed it this week, people outing themselves with an agenda and taking Q posts out of context, attempting to connect them to him or attempting to connect them to some sort of subversive message from Matrix, when Q posts to Matrix on his Twitter multiple times, taking that as a signal that Q is warning you about Matrix, when it is obvious by the content and the context that what Q is pointing to is relevant to what is in his thread, to what is going on in the world. So the misinformation from those accounts that he mentioned, multiple of them, is direct and intentional. They are intentionally making things up to attempt to hurt our credibility and to attempt to make us not speak any longer. Sharing his information on the web was a way to say, be quiet, we know who you are. That's not going to work. And it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work from the beginning. The two of us, him and I, we're not naive. We knew once we embarked on this mission, this is where this is going. We know where we're headed. We enjoy the privacy of Anon, but to lead this charge,
the freedom to be anonymous,
right? And to lead this charge, we understand that led into the world of reality and who we really are as people in the future. But to have it stolen from you by those whom you trusted, whom you shared information with. This is not like some crack researcher out there who figured out who he was. This was information that he shared with those who were personal and around us, and acted as if they were friends, only to weaponize the information when we came up with the idea together to build this platform out of pocket. We're building this platform out of pocket because we believe in you. We believe in the creativity, and we believe in the future, and we believe that one day we are going to be abundant and thrive again as a species, as humanity, not just Americans. As a species, we are controlled and enslaved, and unless you or us or somebody gets out there and starts picking up a microphone and yelling into it like I do and like Matrix does, that's the only way we're going to get the word out. We're not going to get the word out sitting here talking to one another. We are putting our real capital into this because we believe in you. If that is a bad thing, if you want to hate on us for that, more power to you. That is your freedom, and we appreciate your choice.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will have a regular Twitter with my actual picture, and I will have IntheMatrixxx tweet it out because I think I know that guy. He's pretty cool, actually. But this this is the Aaron Gallagher method. Why would anyone want to stop any of these accounts that you see on these? This look at these accounts on here. There's To Run the Race, Praying Medic, 55 True You, 5 Strat, Magni Fieri, Jerome Corsi. Well, I Will Red Pill You. There's some really good people on here. General Flynn. But look at the biggest one on there, Shady. That one cracked me up. I don't know. But from Operation FUHQ, it's called OpQ. And in the script, I have the script. It's Aaron Gallagher. This is the medium. Took it from their file, and it says, heavily relying identified Q supporters tweets, especially through the method exposed by Aaron Gallagher for massive expansion. Think logically. And here's the method right here. And it's from Aaron Gallagher. And I will drop the link in here so you guys can check it out. But what we're finding out is this is not just patriots fighting amongst each other, because that's making our movement look really good. Or really bad, excuse me. This is not what we think it is. It's not like, oh, Shady got mad at me and he's gonna dox me. No, this is much deeper. Okay, so this is the method. This was back in May, I believe. Yeah, May 20th. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. So Aaron Gallagher has this thing where she started downloading tweets from QAnon and hashtags. This is a big op, right? I actually had started in December and used QAnon pretty much the whole time I've been tweeting. This is what it looks like. This is MAGA QAnon. Look at all those tweets. This is a visualization of where the tweets go. It kind of basically pinpoints your tweets. It kind of triangulates your tweets and where they go, and what other accounts are retweeting them. It's actually very amazing, and you can actually see me right there, right there, right. So here's the QAnon. This is what it looks like. So Great Awakening is a hashtag, and it's tweeted by these people. QAnon, We the People, CAG, Trump, QAnon. Look how big QAnon is with the red and the POTUS right there. Hashtag POTUS, QAnon. There's a QAnon with a capital A, and there's a QAnon with a lowercase a. I use the QAnon with that, We the People. The Rainmakers are on here, which are some pretty good people in there too. Release the Texts was on there at that time. These are the actual accounts of hashtag QAnon tweets. It's very amazing, this article. If you have time, check it out. And they call this hubs. These hubs are in Twitter networks. So this is how they've been, suppressing me to the amount of followers that I have. I think I have 81,000, but I think you can times that by 10. There's about 1 million people that actually come to the IntheMatrixxx homepage every month and growing. These are the people here that they've pretty much saw that did it all at that time, who they were going to probably put into these hubs. There's Paul Saran, who's amazing. If you don't know Paul Saran, check him out. There's some really good patriots in here, but look at this. Look who they circle. Oh man, who's the biggest? And this is when I got attacked by Ginger McQueen as well. So this person, look at this, Shady. This person, if you want to support Aaron, you can go to Patreon and support her work to attack us. Okay, this is why it's important to support journalism. If you want to support people that set up systems so they can attack us, by all means, there's many people doing it. So that's why I wanted to just take a minute and address that, Shady. With that, I think I'm pretty much done. I've been advised not to talk about it anymore, but I wanted to give you guys, my friends here at the Q Lounge Live, a little bit of a little bit of it. So just want you to know that they're not who you think they are, and it's negativity.
And I wanted to give you as much room as you would like, sir, to present whatever it is you would like to present, because this is exact. We expected this. We knew that this was going to happen. We didn't maybe expect it to be so close and so direct from people that were right around us, or people that pretended like they cared about us, or even to direct any of their concerns right to us. So the backstabbing reality of this was what occurred. We are more motivated than ever. Because the uplifting of our community is what is getting ready to happen, and this is the bottom line. You saw the Jordan Saylor was on last week. We had Tiffany on Wednesday. I think she may actually be coming back next Wednesday. She wants to be a regular part of this. We want to be bringing these voices who are bringing you truth to this conversation together. We want you to come and participate with the mods here, and to be it's a friendship environment here within any of the productions that Matrixx and I will do in the future, and all of our content will be geared towards that. It's going to be geared towards the good side of our world, the beautiful side of you Anons. Everyone, it's easy to fight. It's easy. It's easy to get into disagreements. It's easy to be. It's easy to pretend to be offended. It's easy to pretend to misunderstand.
Yes.
And then find a soapbox. So we get that. we have our own soapbox. We are doing everything in our power to not misunderstand, and we're doing everything in our power to be direct. And we are not going to sit on some high horse and say we're never wrong, or we're not out of line if we do something that isn't of the caliber that it should be. But we will own it, and we will bring it to you, and we'll be transparent about it. That's what we're doing tonight here with this. That's what you saw with Tiffany.
Thank you, Fuzzy.
Yep. We have developed a personal relationship between he and I that is pretty unparalleled in my life, considering all of the red-pilled people that I've had relationships with. It is it's something that lined up in a very interesting way when you look back down the barrel and say, "Oh, how did we get here?" And we can't describe it as anything other than amazing, and we can't describe it as anything other than part of you. It's part of you. We are sitting here as a reflection of the people out there who are participating with us, much like a band on a stage with the audience. That is who we are, except we want to start bringing you guys on the stage. We want to start encouraging you to create content. We want to start encouraging you to get your voice. Anyone that turns on a microphone is going to be a little shy. If you go back and listen to some of the first ones that I did, I was very shy, like a mouse on, and so we understand that, but don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop your motivation. If your motivation is in that direction, then understand that feeling of hesitance, or that feeling of excitement, or that feeling of nervousness, that's a motivational thing. That's a signpost to pointing you in a direction. Take that into consideration, because the more voice, Matrixx and I are not going to be able to reach every person. We need a network here of people who are in this community and in this community, and connecting back to say, "Oh, look at this! Look at what this is! This is what we are going to be bringing to the conversation, and this is what is missing in our movement." And we were approached. We were asked by you guys. This is you guys saying we want this, and this is us saying, well, we can bring it to you. That's our mission. That's our goal. That's our rant. The interviews that we're doing and the people that we're bringing on, we're not going to restrict them. And the places that we go to do interviews are going to be unrestricted for us. They're not going to say, "Oh, well, you can come on and be in front of 10 million people as long as you don't talk about the Payseur." That's not going to happen. This is the
we're going to control our destiny.
That's right.
Yes, and Shady, just one more thing and move on, because this is bad, and I think a lot of people are seeing through it. And you never really interrupt an enemy while they're destroying themselves. And I want to say one thing about Ward. I'm very thankful for Sean Boutwell for getting us out of the echo chamber. I don't have one bad thing to say about him, and I just want you all to know that. I don't want you to say, oh, I don't like him for whatever reason. You make your own choice up. I respect him. I respect what he did for me, allowing to get that video's got 300,000 views, okay, on the Payseurs. So I'm happy. I'm good. And I respect him, and I always will. And I'll be here for him if, should he want to talk to me. And come on the show sometime if he wants to. So I'm just letting you know that I have nothing bad against anybody, and I pray for them all. I am taking this as a positive because that will take away any of the power. Okay, this is not a negative. If you see somebody attacking Matrix, just go and go away, right. Or whatever you want to do. But I pray for them, and I'll be there for them too when they're here. But I just want to really reassure you guys that I'll have some information soon on the whole operation, and you're going to be surprised. Also, real quick, Shady, did you see this Q on Fox? There was a Amy Tarkanian, the former Nevada GOP chair. She's sitting there talking, and there's a Q back there. I mean, I'm sure that's normal. I don't know what that is.
You just never know where that 17 is going to pop up. I want to
cover one more thing.
Go ahead.
That I thought was interesting is Q700. It says next week, suicide weekend Q. Week. Look what happened today. Next week. That's 3. Trump, Congress reaches tentative deal to reopen government for 3 weeks. Next week. And if we're 2 days ahead of schedule, is that like the 13th or 14th? 13th. That would be the 13th. Is that when something big is going to drop? Guys, I just can't wait to see what happens. So keep your eyes out on that. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your comments, underneath the tweet, because, this is what we're about. We're here to share information with one another. And there are so many smart anons on Twitter, so many smart anons here on YouTube. And also, obviously, we've got the brilliant anons on the Chan boards, and I respect them 100%. Much love. Also, the speech about POTUS today, I don't know if you saw that, Shady, but and Anon broke it down pretty cool. He said, my fellow Americans, he said, law markers, he said, from sea to shining sea, say that 10 times fast. And he changed the narrative, direction of stating human traffickers from turning left to turning right after they enter the U.S. Interesting, no longer turning left. I think that's a jab to the Democrats. And we all are also seeing them kind of start to eat their own right now, turning on their own. POTUS changed the number of illegal immigration cases from 900,000 in recent speeches to 800,000. And that matches the number of furloughed unpaid Fed employees. Thought that was very interesting. And then 60K is enough to fill a stadium. Is that code and the deep state about the Super Bowl event, FF in February, false flag? I mean, does POTUS and Q already know? And will the powers, he said, will use the powers given to me to address this emergency. So February 15th, declare state of emergency coming, Anons, or is it the 13th because we got the 2 days ahead of schedule, and then woohoo, where we go, when we go all. So this was a very brilliant Anons code of it. And if you haven't seen it, there's the YouTube link right there in the tweet. And I don't know if I dropped that in, but I'm going to drop it into YouTube again for you guys. And, nice to meet you guys, man. And it's an honor. Thank you.
And then, the president, guys, get over there in his Twitter and help defend against those idiots that are posting, because there is no shortage of the Twitter trolls that just are always right under his tweets. You can represent yourself there, and you also, as soon as you post over there, you're going to get some attention from the other side. It's not a bad thing when you get some attention from the other side, because they have us separated in a way where we're not penetrating anyone's timelines on Twitter to see anything alternative to their narrative. Their narrative is all they see. That's all they're shown. And so don't hesitate, like I said, to use your voice in that way as well, because it can be beneficial in red pilling someone else, so that's one thing I want to say. Another thing real quick, I wanted to show you guys, we're getting ready to talk about some of the president's accomplishments here in just a minute, when I flip back over Matrix, I want to show you guys this. I would call this guy the hero of the week.
He has got some brass cojones, this guy, man. Show it to him, Shady. We need a good laugh right now. Let's reverse this mood and get positive again. This is gonna make you guys laugh. Let's do it.
I'm gonna actually play this twice because you're not gonna believe it. Okay, here we go.
I've seen it 100 times.
Nancy.
Hi.
Prison time's coming soon. Be ready. 911. Not much time left. Bad news.
Not much time left. Bad news. Here, let me back it up, Matrix. I'm gonna let it go again.
Prison time coming soon.
Nancy.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Prison time's coming soon. Be ready. 911. Not much time left.
That's
Bad
it.
news.
Now that guy gets Anon Hero of the Week for giving Nancy Pelosi a little bit of truth. You see how she reacted to that? Very interesting.
Yep. Yeah, he gets the what are we gonna call it? The Q skirt or they gotta give him some sort of golden Q. I love it.
So I'm going to flip back over to you, and I think you were going to go through maybe a couple of the Donald Trump accomplishments and speak to a few positive things that happened this week. Also, if you didn't catch Mike Pompeo, I'm not sure we'll get to it tonight, but if you did not catch Mr. Pompeo's speech via teleprompter to the Davos Global Elite meeting, it was very, very good. This man told them that we are a sovereign nation and that we are not going to submit to their tyranny and that they're not going to allow their rules to override American sovereignty. And he said it right there to him as the guys asked him, "Oh, what do you think about globalism in the future?" He pretty much said, "It's dead. It's not going to happen because without the support of the workforce, the labor, the backs of the American people, there's no such thing as globalism." This whole idea of globalism is literally just means offshore all American assets and all jobs and get as much stuff out of here as possible before they attempted to implode the economy. So 2 years, guys. We're literally just past 2 years. This has been like a tornado. Or a hurricane, an infinite tornado. I don't know how you want to refer to it, but you're talking about a human being that does not rest, that does not take a moment break, and is consistently playing them and has them chasing their tail. Watch him make them chase their tail every single day. And the Twitter, whether it's Twitter, the triggeredness, whatever you want to call it, the trolling, with the tweets this past week about the wall. Did you hear that if we build the wall, crime will fall? So we've got another saying from the president, but he is talking to you, and we say that so much here. I say it so much, but I want all new voices maybe that are hearing me tonight, that are out there in the chat. Thanks so much for everybody joining us. That he is speaking to you in a way that politicians are trained to not do. Like all the politicians that you see in front of you are trained how to not be like Mr. Trump. They're trained how to not be their real person and how to stay on the talking points and how to stand there and read specifically exactly what is told to them. And as long as you do this, then you get your treats. Think about what Tiffany was saying the other day about how the Hollywood people get favor if they tweet something out that is gross and disgusting. So look at how politicians get favor when they tweet something or they say something that is in line with the mainstream media, or they say, the Clapper can go up and literally lie and say the NSA is not collecting any information on Americans. The man said that. He's still a pundit on CNN. Look at the world we're living in. We have Roger Stone being arrested by however many of the SWAT team for improper statements or something that either happened after the Mueller investigation started or years and years and years ago that has absolutely nothing to do with it. Now, not to put anything on the Mueller, we do not know that this isn't very methodical and exactly how things are supposed to go. We know the alternative media people are compromised. We do not know which ones they are, but we have a pretty good idea that a lot of them were in that crowd. They were bringing disinformation to you. Now they're kind of on the hook. Is Roger Stone doing this on purpose so he can reveal that the WikiLeaks releases actually came from the from Seth Rich from the hard or from the thumb drive? Because that's the truth. But every single media person still out there telling you every single day that this information came from Russia. They say over and over and over again. That is a mantra. That is for control. That is for brainwashing.
Yeah. So and that's what Q has asked us to do is to, let's look at the list of accomplishments. The MSM doesn't do it. So Shady, since we're the new media, I think we need to do it. And I want to just point everybody to 1609, right? And it says, Q team says, are you awake? MSM propaganda tool of the D party. POTUS economy, not good enough. Impeach. POTUS job creating record, not good enough. Impeach. POTUS GPD, not good enough. Impeach. POTUS fair trade, protect America, not good enough. Impeach him. POTUS manufacturing, not good enough. Impeach. POTUS record low unemployment. Oh, that's not good enough. Impeach him. POTUS tax reform, more take-home money for us. Oh, no, that's not good enough. Impeach him. POTUS save the world from North Korea. That's not good enough. Impeach. POTUS stock market gains. Not good enough. Impeach. POTUS undo harmful regulations. Not good enough, Shady. We must impeach him. POTUS boost U.S. energy dominance. Not good enough, man. We got to still impeach him. POTUS protect U.S. homeland. Not good enough. Impeach. POTUS combating opioids. Not good enough. Impeach. POTUS accountability. Audit the Pentagon, Supreme Court, reorg executive branch, etc. Not good enough. Impeach. POTUS protecting life. Not good enough. Impeach. I mean, we don't want to protect life. Impeach him. POTUS helping veterans. No, that's not good enough. We need to impeach him. POTUS peace through strength. No, that's not good enough either. Impeach. POTUS restore confidence, respect of U.S. No, not good enough. We need to impeach him, all while under constant attack. Do you not believe the truth is spreading? Do you not believe they're all losing their slave grip hold? Do you not believe we are winning? Silent majority no more. Fight, fight, fight. Where we go one, we go all. What a wonderful day. Q. And that's why today I said, what a wonderful day, Shady. Because it is a wonderful day. And that Breitbart article goes back to, let me see, here it is right here. It's 72% of Americans believe the establishment media is deliberately reporting fake news. Well, hey, here we are, guys. We are your new news now. Come on and catch us on the Q Lounge Live, right, Shady?
Enjoying every minute of it. Enjoying every last minute of it. Enjoying seeing articles come out like the Axios article yesterday. More than 1,000 media jobs lost in one day. Wonder why. Guess what's happening? The government is shut down and the slush fund isn't there. These media organizations are literally suspended up on the backs of your dollar. Your defense reality is paying for this propaganda. They are losing badly. This BuzzFeed story and this Catholic school kids story really did run a nail in. I mean, like a lot of people, I saw a lot of people this week shaken, like out of the slumber, like coming, like on Twitter, even asking more interesting questions to say what is going on with what they are saying. They are literally, they're lying straight-faced. It's not a deception. It's not a spin. It's a straight-faced lie now to you because of what Q and what POTUS have told you, because we are breaking them. What brings down them? It's libel laws. We have set them up in plenty of instances now to where they have crossed they've crossed the line. They've already broken the laws. They've already been caught. Maybe they don't know it yet, but they were caught in the trap. They're 90%. I just saw it was 90% again for this year. Last year it was 93% negative media coverage for 2017. This year, it's 90% negative media coverage across the platform, including platforms that are positive towards him, which is not very many. But 90% negative. When we had George
And Shady, look at all of these accomplishments, guys.
well, that's what I'm saying.
And it's negative.
Right. We had George Bush in there. He had he was getting 45, 60% each year of positive news coverage. Look what this guy was doing. He was literally bombing the whole Middle East over something that they didn't even do.
So I know we're upset about this, but we know why, don't we, Anons and Patriots? Why? Because they're protecting the old guard. They're protecting the big con. Everything that Trump is doing, black unemployment record low, they don't want that. They want to keep them slaves. They want the Cloward and Piven, two Harvard teachers that say, hey, let's increase immigration way heavy on the social security system and the welfare system, we can crash this big country. They want to crash our country, guys. They want us to be a third world country. They don't want the right to try drug bill. They want to keep people on disease care, not real health care. They will cut $300 million to aid in Pakistan because that's part of their big game. They don't want to shrink the government by 16,000 jobs since elected. No, they want this big con going. They don't want food stamp usage to decline. They want you to suck on the government, they don't want.
Stop short there.
They don't want fastest growing pace, in 14 years for manufacturers. They want it all in China. They want it everywhere else but here. They don't want the youth unemployment to hit a 52-year low. They don't want people working. They don't want the biggest work pay raise since 2018.
They don't want you paying off your student debt.
They don't want you doing any of that.
Right.
They don't want to feds collect record taxes in first month of Trump tax cuts and run surplus in January. They don't want that he nominated the first woman head of the CIA. This is all up is down, right is left. You see what Q is saying, right?
Think mirror.
Trump signs so look at, consumer confidence is at a Q-year high, 17-year high, guys. Climate change removed from the threat list. Okay. So George, whoever comes out and says, it's a big threat. It's not a big threat. It's a joke. Wages jumped to the highest level since 2009. 30-foot concrete slab prototypes erected along border. DACA renewals dropped 21%. He wants to rescind DACA. He gave these guys what they're fighting for, DACA, and they didn't want to do it because they don't want DACA.
Well, they also
our country down.
Yeah, they did. Look what happened. Look, this didn't make any of the news the last 2 days. There was a vote on the House floor to pay everyone, to pay all of the government employees without having to show up for work, but just to give them their paychecks. With 100% Republican support in the House, they got 20 votes from the Democrat side. As they stand there and proclaim that all these people in the shutdown, there's so much desperation, they vote against paying them. Now look at that. Now the president came out today and said, okay, we're going to open the government up, and you have a 3-week deadline here. Look at the negotiation tactic, the art of war. We got them to admit on paper through voting during the shutdown that they wouldn't just pay people. So that's a fact now. They can't deny that fact.
Yeah.
That vote is set in stone, and all of them did it. The media doesn't report it. Some media outlets talk about it. But that is very important information. If I'm the person that's standing there saying, oh, dear Mr. Listener, sirs and madams, if you would please hear me tell you that I am standing here for the jobs of the people who aren't working because of this government shutdown, and I feel like this is an atrocity, and look at, what is that? It's gaslighting. It's fake. It's fake, phony, fake, phony.
They're protecting the old guard. We're getting upset about it, but we know why. Miami removed sanctuary city status. Nikki Haley negotiates a $285 million tax cut for the bloated UN budget, which I want out of allegedly, soon. Mining is up. People are getting jobs. It's up 28.6%. So long and the short of it is that we need to look, the GDP, my God, home builder confidence, 12-year high, manufacturer confidence, 20-year high. Look at 3.1 Q2 GDP. If you want, what has Trump done? You need to, soon something like this will be on IntheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. But if you want to show your veterans, if they want veterans, look at this. show your friends. You need to send people to this. These are your trade deals. This is the Department of Justice. I mean, I am scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I've been scrolling, and this is such a long list. If somebody ever asks you, well, what has Trump really accomplished? Well, Shady, we can send him something pretty good and go through some things, right? We can do it. He's keeping, like, Obama promised, like, what, 10 things, and he failed on all 10. Is this 10? How many is this? How many is this? I can't even count them. So
well, this is 2 years, man.
2 years.
What? I mean, what?
2 years.
Oh, think. Okay, how about this? Think back to the last time you had a president that was in office over 2 years, and we didn't bomb a foreign nation. We didn't invade anyone. It's been over 2 years. We haven't invaded a foreign nation. Well, that's a relief. We're talking really about pulling troops out of Afghanistan. That conversation is happening. The president is moving towards it. Yeah,
Pelosi had to go try to stop that.
That's what she was doing. And exactly. another little tidbit I want to throw out there for everybody. There was like 7 or 8 lawmakers on that bus and 70 or 80 family members. Okay, so this is the pork or the or was that
nuclear specialist?
Yeah, or was that
a bomb and nuclear specialist, the missile specialist? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna maybe say that was she trying to get everybody out of the country? You know, where Q said you can't. You know, who thinks they can? Doesn't everybody? Do you think you can just get on a plane and fly away? That was a year ago.
15. Yep.
You know, yeah. And all of really the 3 weeks till this February, middle of February deadline, all of this for freedom, all of this effort, all of this time. If you've been with the Q release since early or late in 2017 and watch this all unfold, look at how much planning is going into this. Look at how methodical this is playing out. You're not seeing large mistakes being made. You're not seeing the president do anything that harms him. Now, there's plenty of speculation out there. This guy might have a time machine, but that would make it easier for sure if he has one of those things. But it really does show you engineering and planning at its finest, at its utmost finest.
Yeah, this is a well-engineered plan, guys. And here's the on the whitehouse.gov that I'm showing you right now, chat. Check it out. So if you think President Trump is doing his job, let's see a 45 in here. Let's go. And you know, we need to make sure us Anons are prepared for 2020 to support this wonderful president. I just can't get over this. I mean, this is all for you, the American people. He's taking all these slings and arrows. We're taking all these slings and arrows as a Q movement, but it's all for the American people. It's for our kids, our kids. Look at this. Look at the 45, Shady. Look at them. MAGA. All right. So I just really wanted to make sure that we covered some of these things. I mean, this is like 4 shows in and of itself to go
2
over
years.
all this stuff.
I can't. It's staggering to think 2 years. It's only been 2 years. It seems like it's been 4 or 5 years.
It's insane.
It really is. And you know, you talk about a guy.
Lisa, thank you.
Talk about a guy that's working for you. He's working for you. Working for you every day. That is what we want to see. We got used to politicians who just, how many rallies has the man done? He hasn't been up for an election. He comes out and he stands in front of you. He gets energy from you, much like Matrix and I get energy from you right here. Like that. That's what we're all looking for. We're looking for that positive reflection. We've had so much this barrage of negativity and stupidity and idiocy projected at us, trying to make us emulate that. That's the narrative change. That's what's changing here. The dummies in the suits on TV are going to be the dummies in suits on TV. The people that are doing the research and bringing the facts are going to be. It's going to look much different. The media of the future is going to look. It's going to look much different because you're going to be involved. There's no reason you can't have a voice in the current media. There's no reason you can't call into these people and say, why are you being an idiot? Okay, the reason you can't is because you're not connected to them anymore. There's plenty of firewalls to keep you from getting to them because they have to keep them insulated from you so that they can keep them on message.
That's right. I mean, you guys, you, Anons, us, we are the new media. Boom. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna love doing it. And I'm happy to meet you guys. And I just wanted to say thank you to Lisa. God bless you guys. Thank you for your hard work and information. We are with you. Thank you so much. And look at those 45s. And at KLC, I hope you shot. KLC is out there. I showed him that meme. I support IntheMatrixxx. You can find that on my page. Thank you, KLC, for making that. It's wonderful. And I got to tell you, the support has been amazing, Shady. And I'm proud to be here. Man, this is awesome. Look at this. Look at I mean, this is on the White House. I dropped the link in that. So, guys, if you want to, I don't know if you want to play that video, Shady, or anything, but wow, amazing stuff. We are the new media.
We're not taking no for an answer. That's the point.
That's right. And I'm here for you guys. And Shady and I are going to continue. And we started getting attacked when we started reaching so many people. So Shady, are you all in, brother?
I'm all in. I'm right with you. I'm right with you, and we're not. This is going to be a ride that is going to take us right on through, my friend. I've from a personal perspective, I had no idea. I'm working in real time here. I'm telling people how much I want you to be inspired and how much I want you to think about what it is that maybe you didn't do that you wanted to do. Well, that's the position I found myself in. I found myself in a position where once I get here, now I am comfortable. Now I see why everything led to this moment. Now I see the brilliance of Q. Now I see why Mr. Trump, good wins, and that's the bottom line. The message is sabotage and destruction wins. That's not the truth. Good is going to win this fight, and you guys out there have been instrumental in not us, but in your voice. You've been instrumental in the movement. You've been instrumental in the revolution. The revolution was not televised. They told you that the revolution would not be televised, and it was not televised. The point at which the revolution gets televised, the last shots have already been fired. This is all a show. We're watching it unfold because what are you going to do? I mean, the president is going to come out tomorrow and start talking about the reality of all of this. When people say that back to me, I wish I could share with them how short-sighted that is, and it is a reflection of our short-sightedness that's kind of implanted by our school systems and by the programs and by the television. Make sure you're programming your own brain. Make sure you're using logic throughout yourself. Make sure no matter what it is you're considering and contemplating and looking at and deciphering, make sure you're taking that moment to use your logical, realistic, connected mind that shows you the truth. The truth is inside you. The truth isn't out in the world. The truth isn't in the forest. The truth is inside you. You were born with that truth. You were taught to not trust that truth, and you were taught to not believe your quote-unquote lying eyes. Change it. That's the narrative change. That's the difference here. That's what it is that you represent. Tonight is a lot about you. Tonight on the show, it's a lot about you because we see you. Matrix has been exposed. He sees you. You see him. This is going to change a lot in the future because I never thought I would be in this position to be so supportive of a president, and I never thought I'd be in this position to have someone that I care and respect so much with and sees eye to eye on this broad spectrum of things. Q is a portion of the reveal here. The history is a lie.
Yeah.
All of it. All of it is a lie. The people who call themselves the quote-unquote Roman Empire, the people in charge, look around. It's not that hard to figure out. Just pay attention to what's going on. Not everyone who is involved with the system is a bad person, but the bad people are bad people, and that is who this is focused on, and that's who this is going to be focused on, and that is how That's how we create unity. There's no other way to create unity other than to stand and loudly point out the deception and to loudly point out the gaslighting and the virtue signaling and all of these tactics that are being used, that are being brought out by the media. That's just that's just a reflection of their insecurity, and it's a reflection of their panic. And if you're not seeing the panic on the media, well, trust me, libel laws are coming, and they all broke them. They all broke their trust to you, the American people, and they're all guilty of it, and they know they're guilty of it. And the time is running short because your patience is running short, and that's what Q is attempting to do. He's attempting to give you the patience so that you properly know when they've run out.
Absolutely. And, we've got this, guys, and be patient because it's only been 2 years. I know people are like, oh, is Q going to post? Yes, Q is going to post again. He's been gone longer than now. It's 11 days, I think it is right now. And they're doing stuff in the background. Stuff is being done. I don't think you guys understand. There's a lot of things right now. Delina, thank you. There's a lot of things going on right now that, wow, I'm just amazed right now. Thank you for all you're doing and unity you bring. But, thank you guys so much for everything you're doing for us, because without you, we wouldn't be here. Without you in YouTube watching us right now, we wouldn't be here. So thank you. So
why don't you give them a little preview there, a preview of what they might be looking at here soon?
Well, do you have the site up or
I've got it up here. You want me to bring
covered?
I'm gonna bring them to here.
You bring it up.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to check out the stream. But IntheMatrixxx.com is being transferred as we speak. Tomorrow it will be unleashed to you guys, and it's right now 157,000th most popular. What do you say?
Website.
Hey, Broanon just said there's no decodes. Broanon, you can go home now. Anyways, what I was going to say is that we've got all these. Shady, go ahead and take it over for a minute.
So we're going to have this is the integration of this is going to build. We're going to have areas of this where we bring your content to it. We're going to have people that you love to follow, like Praying Medic, Jordan Sather, all those guys, their content right here on the site. We're going to have the whole resignation list right here on the site. We're going to have the Q post put up from here. This all condenses into a place where when you find someone who you can red pill or who is getting red pilled, you can point them to this site. They can come here and they can look for themselves at the information instead of trying to go find it on the chans, instead of trying to go read it in somebody's thread on Twitter. That makes it very cumbersome to understand. It isn't simple when you're not a person who uses Twitter to go on Twitter and find information. It isn't simple if you're a person that doesn't watch videos on YouTube to find the channels and everything. We understand that. That's the mission. That's the goal. That's the plan, because everybody that is with us, everybody that is out there, everybody that has this creative side of them has been suppressed. You've all been suppressed, and you can admit it or not. We were all suppressed from doing. We were not given abundance.
That's right.
And because we were not given abundance, then we had to survive. And survival outweighs abundance. Like it changes you. It changes your mind. It changes your priorities. It changes your perspective. So
what do you think of this site?
With abundance comes the future. Okay, with abundance comes your ability to thrive. With abundance comes your ability to be with family. With who wants to be working 40, 60 hours a week just to make ends meet? Is that really what America was? No, it isn't. You look back in our country, we've studied what it was like here over 100 years ago, before this central banking cartel and before this octopus took over every aspect of our reality and started poisoning us through the medical system and through the food supply. It's poison. They're poisoning you. It's not difficult. That's what they're doing. The stuff in the pharmaceuticals, it's poisonous. Okay? It's messing with your system. Some of it's changing our DNA. When you're eating genetically modified food, wheat and soy and all this stuff, your body doesn't understand a genetically modified product. It's one thing to be using a genetically modified product to make manufacturers things. That's one thing. But to be making genetically modified products that are using DNA strands from other species that connected to your food, it's like a toxin. Your body sees it like it's toxic. That's the red pill. That's who you got to reach out there. You got to reach the people who have missed the message, and you got to reach the people who are willing to see. They're willing to open their minds, and they're willing to open their hearts to you because you are kind with them. You're patient with them. That is the key here. Kindness, patience, love, understanding. There's no other message with Q than that to me. We're going to put these people in jail. That's going to be easy. The hard thing is going to be to orient ourselves so that we can function together on the same page, so that we can bring the argument to the center and talk about it and agree to disagree, but hear each other realistically.
So, and this is what we've been doing, guys. We're going to organize and we're going to help get our voices heard. Obviously, 8chan is the 8chan, but this is going to be version 2 of IntheMatrixxx.com with 3 X's. And go ahead and slide that menu open a little bit too, real quick, Shady. And the menu is interactive, and what we've got is we're going to have different portions of it. We're going to have the comms, right? So you've got the comms, the cores, which is the core for the QArmy, the Army cores, right? We've got the crumbs, and we've got the camp. So if you look at the comms, we're going to have the Q posts, the Q clock, and POTUS tweets will be in there. And the core, we're going to have our Twitter feeds. We're going to have Shady's YouTube, my YouTube. We're going to see how that goes right there. The cores, the crumbs, the camp, the comms. And then we're going to have links to other Q people as well. Like maybe JT Wild, who's out there in chat right now. Hello, JT. We're going to have maybe a surprise for you with JT. I haven't talked to you about it yet, Shady, but I'll tell you about it.
Don't tell me now.
I'm not good with secrets, man. Okay, so we're going to do that. So let's just go to the crumbs right now, and let's maybe look at resignations. Let's see, do we have resignations on here? So we're going to have the resignations, the indictments are already on here, guys. So you don't have to go to all these things. We work with Resignation Anon. Resignation Anon has allowed us to put his site embedded into ours, along with his YouTube and his, his Twitter page as well. So you got Shady's Twitter, my Twitter. Soon we're going to have like Praying Medic. We're going to have all Jordan. We're going to have his YouTube. It's going to be a community here. And it's not censored. If we don't have anybody in there, we have a contact form and send it out for us, to us as well. Are we looking at the resignation info stuff?
Yes, sir.
All right. It looks really good, doesn't it, guys? And then, so there's Resi's YouTube in the sub menus as well. So I want you guys really to understand that this is going to be big. Right now, we're going to link the Q post to the Q map, but coming soon will be a live Q post as well. So just like you go to Q map, you can go to IntheMatrixxx.com, whichever you choose. And by the way, QMap.pub does take Patreon. If you want to go support him, it's QMap app on Patreon, I believe it is. So go support that too, because it's a phenomenal website. But maybe we don't want to use it because he accepts Patreon, right, Shady? Should we not use QMap.pub? Q uses it.
I'm supporting anyone that is trying to get the word out, Matrix. Any of you.
Right. This is the idea. He accepts donations just like any of us do, okay? And donations are freedom. You're free to donate. You don't have to. It's not a requirement because all information is free. So we got this is a beautiful site, and there's the resignations. It's just popping up for me now because I'm not watching in real time. But look at that. Shady's giving you a little bit of a rundown on that, and we got that. So then go to, if you can, Shady, let's go to, I believe the indictments are on here too. We got the indictments as well. So just to let you know, we're going to have executive orders, the sealed indictments, the resignations. We're going to have a who is P because we're getting attacked from the Payseur stuff. So we're going to have a page dedicated completely to the Payseur stuff, okay? and we're over the target on that. I want you guys. I will send a tweet out tomorrow from at IntheMatrixxx to let you guys know when it's coming. All right, or when it's up. It's being transferred right now.
I'm so giddy. I'm coming out of my skin. I'm so excited I'm so excited for this community to witness. This is a reflection. This is a reflection of all your hard work. This is a reflection of all of your beauty and of all of your contributions. I'm over a barrel, man, with the way this came together, with the people who stepped up and offered their services, and just it's humbling. It's humbling, Matrix. It's humbling to be here. It's humbling to have a voice, and it's a humble experience to be invited on a program like Mr. Wells the other night. Someone who has a huge reach, someone who has good credibility, someone who is fighting for the Republic, to invite the two of us on and to allow us to appear anonymously and speak directly truth to power across the airways of his program was
that's right.
Was a watershed moment. It was a turning of the tide. The last 10 days have been a turning of the tide to say this is how we do it. If you have people that you know that are on the radio that you can talk into letting them interview you on the radio, well, you can do it from your computer.
Talk about the stuff that we're talking about in Discord every day, talking about on the chan board in our echo chamber. We're out, guys. We are out. We reached 500,000 people with this show. Do you get that? And I pardon myself for broing on. He's working with the livid people, and he said he was the guy in their Q clock, and now he's attacking us. Do you see how weird this is, guys? So I just want to let you know that I am a patriot through and through. And I'm here to do this now. We've got, the Patreon, we got the PayPal, we got the Super Chat. Guys, thank you everybody who's donated. And we even have a rap named after us, Shady, don't we?
We do, and it's just from one of my favorite artists out there. Should we stick that in? Should we stick that in here?
Oh my God, I think we need it, brother. I think we need to hear the Matrix groove
from the Real Severe.
Real Severe Anon, my brother. Just so you know, he hid his video because he was getting attacked very hard too. But I have it here on Twitter, and I'll be talking to him too. But he feels that his life was being threatened and as well. So this is not a game, guys. And Real Severe Anon, I love you so much, and I understand exactly what you're saying.
And so do I.
Want everybody to hear this, brothers and sisters.
Here we go.
You're now tuned into the Matrix, a shady groove covering the bases. Deep diving once you go through the basics. You did the say you breathe, but what's it laced with? Preconceived notions that you're faced with. That's just a mind state, truth will erase it. You came for truth, now it's time to face it. Bring an open mind, leave the complacent. QArmy came strapped, yeah, we're ready for war. And there's no going back once you go through the door. Once you get a taste of truth, you get a hunger for more. IntheMatrixxx.com, building up from the floor. Bring it dark to light like never before. Time to hit the website, let me give you a tour. Hit the Patreon now if you're supporting the cause. If you love the work we do, that's a form of applause. Bring it back every day, not for an award. Red pilling in itself is the greatest reward. Follow at IntheMatrixxx and at Shady Groove. At Severe and on, yeah, you know what to do. Matrix Groove, the two together forming a crew. That's the move. Come and be a part of it too. For the love of our people while we do what we do. Hard work and dedication just to bring it to you. It's crazy, cause they thought that she'd never lose. Now they all lose by the power that they abuse. IntheMatrixxx got threads and each one of them proves we're right over the target every time they get cued. The thread about the Payseur sealed the deal. We are the new media, the world of the real. You can't put your finger on it, but it's something you feel. You know the truth is out there, but they keep it concealed. That's why we shine the light on what you need to reveal. You got the armor of God, we're providing the shield. Time to take the kill boxes, switch them around. Cause we're out of the matrix with the truth that we found. Enjoy the show. The MSM is tumbling down. As we watch the deep state burn down to the ground. It's all done behind the scenes without hearing a sound. They took Q for a joke, but they're fearing us now. All the times they played deaf, but they're hearing us now. They put a wall around the truth, but we're tearing it down. They want a world where thinking isn't even allowed. But this is red pill music, hope you're hearing it loud. Be your own person now, separate from the crowd. QArmy, digital soldier, weapon it proud. These are digital rounds, it's a weapon of sound. And class is in session and the lesson is now.
real severe, bringing some pain. I'm hoping that you guys really enjoyed that.
Digital soldiers. And guys, know the difference between a digital soldier and a digital patriot. We are digital soldiers. Thank you, General Flynn. We are winning, guys. We are winning. Severe Anon, brother. Thank you so much for that. What an amazing honor to have a rap named after me. And you know what? Did you hear the lyrics in that, man? It was tight. And go ahead and you can see that on my Twitter page as well. If you want to hear it again, and I will be uploading it to this channel for you guys to see soon. And, guys, man, Shady, that was amazing.
Thanks, Matrixx, for all of your heartfelt sharing with us tonight. I'm overwhelmed at everything that's happened, but I am so re-energized and so excited and shot out of a cannon. I didn't prepare a bunch of things to rant at you about tonight. I just wanted to be loose in the time with him here and share with you guys some truth, to share with you some transparency, to show you what transparency looks like. We're not going to hide and run around. We're facing this straight on. You got to understand, we had to let people hop around so that so we could catch them. Now we now we can talk because things are pretty much figured out. We have been on a mission to be something new, something different, something fantastic. I hope you guys enjoy everything that is coming down the pike. We're lots of things in the works, and I would maybe just throw it to you, Bud, to say a couple things here at the end.
No, man, I just want to thank you guys very much. Great to meet you, and we're very happy to have you here sitting on the couch with us. This is a big couch. It's a Q couch, so we can fit at least 17 people.
We can spit a couple thousand on that couch.
We got a couple of, and we're looking forward to some more shows with you guys. We're looking forward to expanding our efforts, our content. We're gonna that website. I will let you guys know when it comes out. And I just really, really, really want to thank you all for the love and support. Much love, everybody.
Thanks so much to my co-host at IntheMatrixxx for joining us tonight. Thank you. I'm not gonna say it too many times, or I probably will say it too many times, but QArmy, digital soldiers, united, together, fighting for freedom. You're all part of it. We're all part of it. Cherish it. Carry it with you to the store. Carry it with you when you speak to others. You're a steward of truth, and it means more than you know. I know it sounds trite, but it means more than you know. To carry truth within, because when you carry it, it's easy to share, right? You carry it, you can share it. So I encourage you guys out there to share it with anyone. Patriots in control. 5-5. I want everybody out there to please feel free to come and post in the comments here below on the YouTube chat. Somebody asks you a question, don't hesitate to answer them. If you can't answer them, please redirect them to one of us. Maybe some of the mods out there on Twitter. Start the conversation. Be loud and be proud. We are here to spread the notion that there is a clear line between the truth and the lie. The lie is that they are the global elite. The truth is that you are the global elite. The freedom-loving, liberty-protecting Anons of the world. Not only America. Anons of the world want freedom. We all want to live without tyranny. None of us want to be slaves. None of us. Thanks to all the great moderators out there and to all the other people producing fabulous YouTube content. This is an unbelievable group. You will not find another better group on YouTube, and I'm going to throw you some people to go check out on the general web. Jordan Sather with Destroying the Illusion, Praying Medic, Serial Brain 2, iPod, SGT Report, We the People Insider 1776, Neon Revolt, Joe M, Storm is Upon Us, Your Sentence is About Over, Bud, Jody Iceman James, GXX Graphics, amazing artist out there, Lisa Mae Crowley, Cordy Khan, Dustin Nemos, Blue Eyes, Abby Cook, beautiful singer, JT Wild, we all know him, X22 Report, Anon Decoder on Twitter, Blessed to Teach. Man, Thank you guys so much for being here. We probably are going to be back next Wednesday with another episode with Tiffany Fitzhenry, but be careful. You never know what might pop up. Join us over there on that website tomorrow. Much love, Anons. Keep the light strong. Keep the truth in your heart, and do not let anyone ever tell you no. Good night, everybody.